Sarah.
So are you talking about Johnny Carson, or are you talking about Jack Nicholson in The Shining? Because one would be offensive and one wouldn't.
I don't know which one of The Shining.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. My name is Sarah. If you are looking for home-style recipes made ketogenic, then you've come to the right channel. And tonight we're going to be making something very easy that everyone needs to have in their back pocket, and this is a birthday cake. Mug cake. So come along with me and I'll show you what you need. So on the ketogenic or low carb lifestyle, it's always a good idea to have desserts that you can make quickly for any occasion or just because you want a little treat. A lot of people this time of year are trying to rein in maybe some of the things they did during the holiday season and get back on track with the low carb lifestyle. Mug cakes are a good way to do that because they are individually portioned. So you can make them, you can eat it, and you know that you're done versus making an entire large cake or dessert. I've made many mug cakes, so if you ever are looking for another mug cake recipe, definitely head over to CjsKetokitchen.com and put mug cake and a whole bunch will come up. Let me show you what you're going to need for this one. You're going to need about 1/4 cup of almond flour. You are going to need about 1 tablespoon of butter. I've already placed mine in the mug that I'm going to be making this mug cake in. You could use a ramekin or you could use any kind of mug that you would like. You just need to make sure that it is microwavable and that it is around this size. So about 8 to 10 ounces is usually about the size that you want for a mug cake. I'm going to be using about 1 tablespoon of white natural sweetener. I'm using a blend of monk fruit and allulose for this. I'm also using 1 tablespoon of brown natural sweetener. This one happens to be Sucre Gold, but I just got another one that is Nature's Leaf, and it is also a golden. So you just want to look for a golden natural sweetener. Lots of brands make them, and it just adds just a touch of the molasses flavoring that brown sugar traditionally has, and it gives your cake that nice buttery richness. So that's why I'm using the combination of sweeteners. You're also going to need an egg yolk, just the yolk itself, not an entire egg. In all of my mug cake making, I have found that if you use a singular yolk instead of the entire egg, you don't end up with that egginess that sometimes mug cakes can have. So I found that just using the yolk is very successful in preventing that from happening. I'm going to be using some cake batter flavor. This is Loran's. I love all of her extracts and her essences. It is readily available. They have Loran's at Walmart. They have it at Michael's. You can also order it on Amazon. And it's not cost prohibitive because you get quite a bit of it. It is about the same cost as an extract from the grocery store. But if you want to buy one just on your grocery store shelves, McCormick also makes a cake batter extract. This is going to give us that real vanillin style cake that most birthday cakes or funfetti cakes are made out of, that they are famous for. And so I'm going to be using some of this. If you absolutely have to make this cake right now, because I understand those cravings, you could of course use vanilla extract, but I would use extra. I'm going to be using a little bit of salt. I think it's very important to have a bit of salt to offset sweet dishes. I also have some sugar-free sprinkles here. The ones that I am using are listed in our Amazon favorites, but you can buy them in various places. And of course you can buy them in various colors and textures. And they just add a little bit of fun. You really can't taste them, but it does make it look nice and it makes you feel like you are eating that birthday cake feeling. I also have a little bit of sugar-free frosting from Duncan Hines. I will be inserting a picture here of what it looks like in the grocery store. I have diluted mine a little bit with some heavy cream and put it in a bag so that it gives us a little bit of icing texture. And I'm just going to be putting this on the top of my mug cake after it has cooled down. But this is a completely optional step. But if you want that frosting feeling to go along with your birthday cake mug cake, this is how you would achieve it. So we're going to go ahead and melt the butter in our ramekin to make it melted so we can combine our sweeteners. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add both of my sweeteners, the white and the brown, and combine them. And your brown natural sweetener. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my cake batter flavoring. As I stated already, you could just use extra regular vanilla extract, but I really do feel like a cake batter, cake tasting extract really pumps this up and gives it that birthday cake flavor. Also, McCormick and other brands make them if you can't get Loran's, but I'm able to find Loran's just at Walmart. I put about 5 drops, but you can, of course, do it to however your tastes prefer. I'm going to go ahead and stir that around. It smells very birthday cakey. The next thing that I'm going to put in is our egg yolk. Once again, that's just the yolk of a single egg. I have found that by only using the yolk, you don't get that eggy taste that sometimes microwave mug cakes can be known for. All right, I'm just going to incorporate that well. So the next thing that is going to go in is our almond flour. And this is the part where you really need to combine everything very well and make sure that you're scraping the bottom of your mug cake because you don't want any globs of almond flour at the bottom of your cake. That would not be a good birthday surprise. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to add my sprinkles, my sugar-free sprinkles. Just going to stir those in lightly. We don't need any heavy-duty combining because you kind of want them to be towards the top to make it pretty. And I might put just a couple more on the top if I feel like they've sunk to the bottom too much. And I'm scraping the sides to make sure that the majority of our batter is down with our cake. Okay, now we are ready to put this in the microwave. My microwave takes 60 seconds. Okay, there it is, and our sprinkles have stayed mostly intact. Very cute, very birthday-like. I'm going to let this cool, and CJ is going to tell us what he thinks. Okay, there it is, our birthday cake mug cake. And it's got a little bit of glaze on it, and CJ is going to pretend to be the birthday boy.
Hi.
Hi. What happened to your beard?
I trimmed it.
All right, well, it looks way better than that Duck Dynasty thing you've been rocking for a while.
Okay. Anyway, you know, the sacrifices I make for CJ's Keto Kitchen.
How many mug cakes is this?
I know, this is like my 3rd mug cake.
I made you a different kind last night.
That's true. Anyway, the mug cakes are a really good thing to have in your back pocket. And like Sarah mentioned earlier in the video, we got a lot of them. There is a playlist that's linked in the video description for this video where you can see all the mug cake recipes that we've made. And you can also go to CJ's Keto Kitchen, hit in the search bar, hit mug cakes, and they will come up. So when you have a sweet tooth, mug cakes are easy to make. I think it took you, what, 5 minutes to make this?
Yeah, maybe, because obviously it's like a minute.
Yeah.
That's part of the, the glamour of a mug cake is the speed. So yeah, it takes longer to put the ingredients in than it does to actually bake it.
So, nice texture. That's what it looks like. Looks like cake to me. The texture is just like a cake. No eggy taste. So that egg tip that you gave is valuable, but you know what? People can do whatever they want to do.
Yep.
If they know better than you, knock yourself out.
Yep. This is my cake.
Yeah.
It's my party. But
it's good. And the sprinkles are a nice touch. I like the icing on the top. I've been checking my glucose a lot over the past couple of days. Well, not actually since December. And this didn't have any negative effect on my glucose. Of course, everybody's different. So I was pleased about that because I have had to eat several of these over the last couple of days for the sake of you, the viewer.
Let him eat cake.
But it's real good. Thanks for making it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.